Hi, my name is Roger LaBelle from Tunestroke, and I'm here to demonstrate a new product, an innovation for putting. Actually, this is now I've created an adjustable putter, and if you look inside, you actually have rotary motion from a ball, which is governed by a block that's been precisely machined and anchored with 3 screws. And there's another one in the back, a set screw, and I have the keys in my hands and I supply them with the product. They're nice and long, so it's easier to really tighten your product. And the product is supplied with great instructions, respecting a lot of the rules for that when we're adjusting our putters, we must have our 3 screws absolutely tightened before you play, just like a driver or any other adjustable club on the market today. So it's really focused on that, the instruction, for it to conform, they say. So what we're going to do in the procedure of it is you simply unloosen the 2 bottom screws first for when you were to receive it, and the back screw with the other Allen key. One Allen key is a 316 and one is a 532, and you loosen them up. Now you'll see the shaft, as it illustrates in the instructions, it becomes an absolutely unusable golf club, okay? It's abiding by the rules. Alright, now you can't even adjust it like that. So what you do is you come back and you put a little bit of pressure using the 316 Allen key, and you tighten her up a little bit just to snug up the screws so the shaft stops wiggling on you. See, now you don't wiggle. The whole putter moves. And when you come down to the process of adjusting it, you can sit her down, you can use your hand, you can line up your angle. This putter is designed, and it stays inside the angles limits that are permitted in the rules of golf, to having the ability to go 20 degrees forward with your shaft angle and up to 10 degrees backwards. And this model, this type of putter, you remain from a 10-degree vertical coming down to an unlimited degree of angulation. This one stops at 35 from the 0 line. Okay, so you actually have 23 degrees of movability from the top to the down motion, as well from back to front. And this putter also gives you the opportunity, without having to go to the golf shop, if you don't like your grip position, you can actually turn your grip position to the right and to the left, as it's stated in the instructions as well in the 4th step. So you come back in and you get ready to go. So you can stand up on it, you can use your foot, you can turn it with your hand because you're not satisfied, and you start to find your comfortable spot where your grip is, where your shaft angle is. It takes a little bit of practice, but you will find it and you will be quite satisfied, because the head actually has a high MOI. Okay, she weighs 401 grams. So when you come down to distributing your weight where you like to have your weight relative to your shaft angle you select, you'll be fine. And you can also, you don't have to go and buy really another putter for that. If you're not satisfied the way you first set it, you simply unloosen your screws and snug them up again, and it gives you an opportunity for you to come back and redesign your own putter to your stroke. This putter that's why she's called Tunestroke, the company, for the products I will develop. From this putter to the future, you'll always have the adjustability mechanism, okay? So that you don't have to develop a stroke to fit a putter you buy. This putter will fit you, your stroke, once you achieve your satisfied adjustments. So now, up to the end, I'm satisfied, I'm adjusted, I'm feeling quite comfortable enough to give it a go. Now, before, this is at a practice facility, as it states in the instructions, you always do your adjustments before at a practice facility or at the putting green before you start a round. For that, it is by the rules, all 3 screws must be completely tightened before you start a game. Where it's permitted, it's not permitted to have any screws loose of the 3 or any mechanism in golf before you play around. And you're not allowed in a round either to make adjustments with your equipment once you start on the first hole to the 18th hole. So that's why I enforce and emphasize on the rules and the instructions. Now, she's all nice and tight. You can see, give it a slight test, and you check visually. You say, did I tighten enough? Oh yeah, it doesn't take much. It actually only takes 7 foot-pounds, about 80 inch-pounds of pressure. But you can test it yourself to give yourself full confidence that you're completely locked in, for that you must be. So here we go. We'll come back. With the U shape in this type of putter, you can simply push down on it and up comes the ball. And you pick up. So it's very easily done instead of bending over and trying to grab it. And it's fantastic for many people who enjoy that. And the tracking on it, this is not quite my position of my own personal one, but they actually perform quite well. Right on the start, there, my lord, that was the first one. It's just because the face is actually a zero lofted face, and on contact immediately on the first putt, as you saw in this video, that it gives roll automatically. There's no jumping of the ball. Okay? It's an absolute zero. There's no angle. And that gives you that forward drive on this model with this max of 401 grams. We'll give it another simple stroke once again. That actually gave it a little break in there. We'll try and give her another one. I'm not holding hard enough, honestly, on it. You see, but it's also not actually tuned to where I like my putter, because this is a simple video, but it's giving the opportunity to many people to become comfortable with their putter, which is actually 50% of really your game. So I wish you the best, and hopefully you will try one out. My name is Roger Lapel from Tunestroke, and if you wish for more information, you can contact me anytime by simply calling 514-559-7994. It'd be nice to hear back from you. Thank you.